set to go. And they're off. Racing away, it's 1.5 miles in front of the runners for the Peroni Nastro Azzurro, 0.0% handicap stakes. And in these early stages, Graham prominent in the apricot jacket. Right up there is Palace Boy in the blue and yellow. Close up behind the blue sleeves, the red cap is Rhythmic Intent. They're closely attended to by Way of Life in the gold and blue. Kotari certainly boxed up behind the principals. Alongside there, Enthused in the white and brown with the cheek pieces. Haku is next in the red and the white. Wider out is Obsidian Knight, who's racing alongside Think First. Then Youthful King, who's some way back through them with Masso Basti. Appia is currently third from back. King of Plains is second to last. And Great Bedouin is the back marker as they make their way towards Swinley Bottom. As they do so, it's Palace Boy and George Rook who've now established a good couple of lengths lead. From Graham, who's racing in second. Rhythmic Intent goes along in third. Then came Way of Life, will be fourth around the bend from Obsidian Knight and Haku. Then Enthuse and Think First. Followed next then by Youthful King and the blue with the pink spots. Then Kotari, who is some way back through the field with Masso Basti. Then to the inside, the red jacket, the white cap is Appia. Further behind still the Great Bedouin, the dark green and yellow. And is sharing last with King of the Plains as they make their way down the side of the course and racing now towards the final 5 furlongs. Making a move there to the outside, Obsidian Knight, brought more prominent now by David Egan and has moved to within about a length of leader Palace Boy. Rhythmic Intent behind the principal 2. Then came Graham, who's handy in 4th. Haku is next in 5th. Then Way of Life, Think First and Enthused the next 2 from Kotari against a running row. Masso Basti and Appia. And behind Appia then is King of the Plains. And then came Great Bedouin and Youthful King has now dropped right out. Top of the home run. They're about to race inside the final 2.5 furlongs. Palace Boy on the lead by 3 parts of a length. The nearest danger, Obsidian Knight. Rhythmic Intent now ridden for more. Kotari is all dressed up on the inside, trying to get that way through. Think First with a noseband is coming into it. Then came Masso Basti, wide open as they race inside the final furlong and a half. Kotari through to the inside now, challenging Rhythmic Intent. Graham still got every chance there. Masso Basti, King of the Plains and Great Bedouin are both finishing from some way back. Kotari over on the running rail from Graham. Great Bedouin still accelerating towards the front, but it's going to be Kotari for 3 in a row. Kotari from Great Bedouin. Then came Graham, King of the Plains, followed by Masso Basti and Rhythmic Intent. Then came Enthused, and they were clear from Appia. And they're off. Racing away from the top of the home straight over 1 mile for the Peroni Nastro Azzurro, 0.0% British EBF at Fillies Handicap Stakes in green and yellow with the white cap. Flying Finn, one of the first ones to show, in company with fellow hat-trick seeker My Margie through the end of the opening furlong in red and yellow. Just in behind the principals then with the noseband, the bronze colours, Topanga is a little bit deeper than Susanna, who tracks in the speed there in 4th place. Right in behind those, then Far Too Shy, last year's winner in blue and yellow. Wider out is Rose Prick in the light blue to the left-hand side as we look down the track. In behind runners is Mother Mary, who's racing in company with Mystic Pearl in the dark blue. The back 2 at the moment, a strong impact in maroon and white, and Bellarchi in those white and black colours. They're making their way towards halfway then, the final half a mile approaching. And My Margie with a small lead from Flying Finn. Close up is Rose Prick in that light blue jacket. Then last year's winner Far Too Shy in the blue and yellow. Susanna in red with those white hoops on the sleeves. Away to the right-hand side is Topanga, who's still being held together. They're racing now down towards the final 2.5 furlongs in a tightly grouped field. My Margie just about in front from Far Too Shy and Rose Prick. Then Strong Impact, Flying Finn ridden for more, and so too now Topanga. Lots of chances inside the final furlong and a half. My Margie, Far Too Shy. Then Rose Prick, Bellarchi trying to come into it. Then Flying Finn and Mother Mary inside the final half shortly. Rose Prick now about to be joined by Bellarchi and Far Too Shy. And then came My Margie. Bellarchi has battled her way to the front. Bellarchi from Rose Prick. Then tight for third, Mystic Pearl and Strong Impact. In front then of My Margie and Flying Finn. Further back to Mother Mary, Far Too Shy. Susanna. And they're off from the 7 furlong starting point for the Lavazza and Ascot 10-year anniversary Victoria Cup. And as they head into stride, Arabian Storm, who broke from stall number 21, is showing out in front early. All the runners heading across towards the stand side. Arabian Storm from Ramazan and Ropey Guest. Close up with them is Popmaster, then Mustabshir and Carey in white and black. A little wider out, King's Vanity, now becoming much more prominent in that turquoise jacket. Behind the principal group, Mr. Jab in those green and pink silks. Then Londoner Abduction, Fantastic Fox and Pearl D'Or. Then Jumbie, Merlin the Wizard, Bless Him, the Wizard of Eye, Ross Collin and Hickory further back through them. Zero Carbon is one of the back markers. Carey, the one appears to be last of all. Streets of Gold shaken up as they head inside the final 3 furlongs. It is King's Vanity, Ropey Guest and Ramazan the leaders. From near side, Arabian Storm, Carey ridden for more. Then Mr. Jab, Mustabshir trying to get through in amongst horses. Then came Popmaster. Jumbie tries to deliver wider out. They're racing inside the final furlong and a half. Ramazan in yellow and black went on. From Ropey Guest, Mustabshir, Streets of Gold are trying to run at it. Then came Bless Him. They're inside the final furlong. It's Ramazan from Ropey Guest. Bless Him is still charging home. The Wizard of Eye is also thundering through late. Ramazan from Bless Him, the Wizard of Eye. They get up toward the line. The Wizard of Eye! The Wizard of Eye from Ramazan, then Bless Him and Hickory, followed by Streets of Gold and Popmaster, then Ropey Guest. Fantastic Fox, Arabian Storm and Pearl D'Or. Xanthe in, ready. And they're off. Race away these 2-year-olds for the Peroni Nastro Azzurro 0.0% novice stakes over the 5 furlongs, and Reposado in the violet silks, first one to begin from Xanthe in the red and the green. Up in the leading wave as well as Asgard, the white jacket, the blue sleeves, the green cap. A little bit keen there toward the right-hand side is Monomyth, and Spirit of Leros in the black and yellow, ahead of Bow Street. Then down the centre, Halasan in the royal blue. Track 3 then by the grey Raccoony. Towards the back of the field, Pivotal Days and the Ridden Along Chasing Gold. They're about to go through halfway. Reposado about to be joined by Monomyth. Close up behind in the red, there is Xanthe. Halasan chases those back in 4th position. Spirit of Leros trying to get going in black and yellow. On they go towards the final furlong. Reposado, Halasan ridden for more. Xanthe trying to get on terms. Then Spirit of Leros, half a furlong now. Reposado and Xanthe, they'll settle down now. Halasan beaten off in 3rd. Reposado and Xanthe. Xanthe beginning to get up. Xanthe's won it. She's out in front at the line by a head or so. To Reposado, then these will then clear from Halasan, Raccoony, Asgarth and Spirit of Leros. Ready, and they're off. It's a 1.25 miles in front of them for the Carey Group Handicap Stakes. Breaking well for the wide draw, City Burglar up there and looking to cross over early under Silvestre de Souza. About a length in front at the moment to the Ferrets. Now just looking to drop in behind. He couldn't quite get across there, Silvestre, so just having to take back on City Burglar. As now the Ferret moves on with Magico as they reach the bend. Close up behind him in white and green is Too Bossy for Us. A further length away to Midnight Storm. Then came Cinderino, who's got a couple of horses behind. Midair is second to last, and Global Skies is the back marker in the light blue. They're about to race inside the final 6.5 furlongs. City Burglar to the outside of the Ferret. These are leading 2. The Ferret to the inside, just about holding sway with 3 parts of a mile to go. Behind the principal pair there, Magico races along in 3rd under Holly Doyle. Then Too Bossy for Us and Benoit de la Sayette. Another length away to the pink cap to Midair and William Buick. Then Cinderino, the green and orange. And still at the rear of the field is Global Skies. On they go inside the final 4.5 furlongs. The Ferret in red and yellow to the inner of City Burglar. A length away to Magico in the white and the blue. And then came Too Bossy for Us. Midnight Storm tracks those with Cinderino, then Midair and Global Skies at the rear of the field. They're racing their way towards the final 3 furlongs, and it's the Ferret and Joe Levy who will lead on the approach towards home. Shows by a length. Over in second, the pushed along City Burglar. Magico, the blue sleeves and cap, trying to loom up. Then to the outside in white and green, Too Bossy for Us. Midnight Storm is trying to find his way through. Then Cinderino, Midair, looking for that gap. Not quite there at the moment for mid-air to the inside. Running the way down towards the final furlong. City Burglar joined to the outer by 2 Bossy for Us. Midnight Storm back in third. Then Cinderino and the late running Global Skies. Half a furlong to go. 2 Bossy for Us. Puts it up to City Burglar. And it's 2 Bossy for Us who's won it. 2 Bossy for Us. From City Burglar home in second, then Midnight Storm and Mid-Air, who was a little bit unlucky in the run, and Cinderino, Magico, followed by Global Skies and the Ferret. And they're off. Racing away, it's 1.25 miles for the Mariner Systems Fillies Handicap Stakes in the orange prenup is the first one to show. The red and green quite handy is Milleri. Just in behind those two is Warda Jamila in dark blue and orange. More towards the inside is Unreal Connection in green and white. Black with the white spots is Avon Light. White sleeves and cap for Misael Peel against the running rail. A little keen perhaps. And then Moogie. To the outside of Moogie is Turn Up the Heat under William Buick. More towards the rear of the field then is on the inside Kiara Pearl, who's currently second to last, and Live My Life is the back marker as they race now towards the side of the course. Quite well stretched out. In the red silks, it's Milleri and Pat Cosgrave who now assume the lead and have gone off about 3 or 4 lengths in front now of in second position Prenup. Then came Unreal Connection, is 1 place better than Avon Light. Then Warda Jamila, just in front of those two. Unreal Connection toward the inside of them. Then Misael Peel is still further back through the field in company with Moogie. And then Turn Up the Heat with Live My Life and Kiara Pearl, the back markers. On their race then towards the final 1/2 mile in this Fillies handicap, being led by Milleri under Pat Cosgrave. A good 3 lengths in front of Prenup in second. Warda Jamila racing to the outside of Unreal Connection. Then Avon Light, who's back in 5th just before the turn towards home. Misael Peel is next. And then Moogie, who's trying to edge closer. Ridden for more is Kiara Pearl. Live My Life is second to last, and Turn Up the Heat, the back marker, as they went towards home. Just over a 1/4 mile out now. Milleri ridden for more, challenged by Prenup in the orange, and in the dark blue wider, Warda Jamila. And it's now Warda Jamila who's claimed the advantage over Prenup. Moogie still finding more for pressure, is running on now, challenging for second. Then came Avon Light, who's late on the scene. Heading down towards the final half, though, it's Warda Jamila making the best of a way home under Oisin Murphy. It's Warda Jamila from Moogie in second, and it's Warda Jamila to win. Warda Jamila from Moogie. Then came Avon Light. Kiara Pearl got going far too late, involved for 4th with Prenup, and then came Milleri. Set, and they're off. They've raced away, and the blindfold was removed very slowly there from Beelzebub, coming out of stall number 23 as they split into 2 groups. Towards the near side, Northcliff and Alcazan of Fantasy Master, chased there by Brave Nation in green and yellow. Then Wild Fell, who's together with Sarah's Verse, and then came Abbey Heights and Holcomb Bay, and Beelzebub trails that standside group. More down the centre is Abuba, together with the Cola Kid, and then came Mr. Bluebird and Starproof. Antiphon over toward the far side in the purple from One More Wave, and then came Bucker Bay. Darkside Thunder ridden for more from Kuwait City. Then came King Carbo. Tadrib is further back there with Zoo Run. Then Capote's Dream, Alameen, and the overall trailer is Temple Brewer. They're racing their way down towards the final 1/4 mile. Red and yellow to the far side, Starproof. More near side in the dark blue is Holcomb Bay. Northcliff is still there, along with Fantasy Master, and then Alcazan trying to run on this Sarah's Verse, and Habuba down the centre. Champagne Sarah now getting going as well in yellow and pink. Wide open inside the final furlong. Northcliff near side now picked it up from Holcomb Bay. Then Starproof, Champagne Sarah, and Darkside Thunder on the run towards the line. It's Northcliff who's out in front. Northcliff from Holcomb Bay, and it's Northcliff to beat Holcomb Bay. Then Champagne Sarah, Darkside Thunder, and Starproof, followed by Fantasy Master and One More Wave.